people. It is symbolized the restoration of the rights of self-determination and establishment of republic. Although the American presence remained, the restoration of independence paved the way for the citizens' right of freely elect their representatives. Although history of Third Republic, 6 presidents have merged as leader, guiding the nation for a remarkable span of 26 years. These presidents have left an indelible mark on the Philippines, shaping its governance and policies.
Join us as we engage in this enlightening journey through history, where the past intertwines with the present, and we strive to unravel the true legacy of these remarkable leaders. Welcome to our talk show, where knowledge meets exploration and history comes alive. I'm your host, Elena Linaza, and my co-host,
Marilyn Landau.
We begin on a quest to uncover the true essence of their leadership, assess whether they serve their people with utmost dedication and excellence.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This morning we have privilege of hosting a distinguished group of experts who have dedicated their career to studying and understanding the crucial period in Philippine history. Allow me to introduce our esteemed panelists. First, we have Dr. Annalyn Espana, the own Filipino historian, author, and academician with her extensive knowledge of Philippine history. And joining us is Dr. Lino with us today as historian and professor specializing in Philippine history. Now that we have introduced our panelists, let's start our conversation. Ms. Annalyn Espana, we're thrilled to have you with us. Our audience is eager to learn about Sergio Osmeña. Inclusion in this Third Republic, could you enlighten us on this topic?
Thank you, Ms. Andao, and I'm glad to be here. Sergio Osmeña is included in the Third Republic because he was the president of the Commonwealth of the Philippines when it transitioned to independence in 1946. Despite his term being short, his role was significant during this crucial period, which is why he is associated with the Third Republic.
Ms. Annalyn, now Sir Osmeña was a pivotal figure during a crucial period in Philippine history. He served as the 4th President of the Philippines from 1944 to 1946. But what led to his inclusion in the Third Republic?
Excellent question, Ms. Elena. Osmeña's journey began long before his presidency. He was a lawyer, politician, and a founder of the Nationalist Party. His political career spanned decades, and he played a key role in shaping the nation.
Absolutely, Dr. Espana. Osmeña leadership during World War II, remarkable when President Manuel Quezon passed away in 1944, Osmeña stepped up. He navigated the challenges of war, Japanese occupation, and fight for independence.
And let's not forget the Quezon Osmeña's impasse. They had differing views on retaining U.S. military bases after the independence. Ultimately, Osmeña became president until the election of April 1946, when he was defeated by Manuel Rojas.
How Sergio Osmeña exemplified dignity, honesty, and patriotism during his presidency, particularly in post-war reconstruction period.
Sergio Osmeña's leadership during the post-war reconstruction period showcased with unwavering commitment to dignity, honesty, and patriotism. He approached the monumental task of rebuilding the Philippines with integrity and a deep sense of responsibility towards the Filipino people. He focused on rebuilding infrastructure, restoring public services, and reviving the economy, all while maintaining a high standard of honesty and integrity in his administration. His dignified leadership during such a challenging period left a lasting impact on the nation.
Thank you for that insightful perspective on the 33 Osmania presidency. It's true that we faced immense challenges during a critical time of rebuilding after the war. His reputation as this dignified and patriotic leader is well deserved.
You're right, partner. Osmania's commitment to honesty and integrity left a lasting impact on the Philippines despite the difficulties he navigated the reconstruction process with resilience and dedication. His legacy continues to inspire.
Collaboration issues and internal political rebellion were also prominent during that time. How did Osmania handle these challenges?
Osmania faced the complex task of addressing collaboration issues and internal political rebellion. He had to strike a delicate balance between seeking justice for those unity within the nation, ensuring a smooth transition towards stability and consolidation.
That's right. It's like walking on a tightrope. Had to find a way to bring justice without causing further conflict. It was a challenging task.
And let's not forget the influence of the United States and the need to maintain peace and order. How did Osmania manage that?
Osmania skillfully navigated the complexities of American influence while asserting the country's sovereignty. He also prioritized peace and order amidst the post-war challenges and internal conflicts.
Oh, it's like juggling multiple responsibilities. He had to balance relationships and ensure stability. Osmania's leadership during this time was truly remarkable.
Certainly, Osmania's ability to handle these challenges with finesse and determination commendable. He left a lasting impact on the nation's history. Thank you.
Did you know that Sergio Osmeña Sr. is called most honest president and Ramon Magsaysay is also idol of the masses? And also we have the president that we called the puppet president, which is Jose P. Lauret.
Manuel Rojas, the first president of the Independence Republic of the Philippines, was a pivotal figure during the critical period of the Philippine history. His presidency spanned from May 28, 1946 to April 5, 1948. Could we hear your thoughts on this?
Manuel Rojas faced immense challenges with the action of vice. The impact of World War II left the country in ruins, burned cities, shattered industries, and a devastated economy. His priorities were clear economic and cultural rehabilitation.
Indeed, Ms. Annalyn, Rojas aimed to rebuild what had torn apart. His economic rehabilitation efforts including restoring factories, roads, and bridges. But what about cultural rehabilitation?
Good question, Ms. Elena. Rojas recognized the importance of education, historical relics, and churches. He wanted to preserve our cultural heritage. Imagine the discussion in those cabinet meetings how to revive art, literature, and music after the chaos of war.
Additionally, we should remember the financial challenges the government was strapped for cash. Rojas took resort to borrowing to fund reconstructions. He has to do balance act rebuilding while managing the budget.
Absolutely, Ms. Andao. But Rojas wasn't just about infrastructure and finances. He prioritized peace and order. After years of conflict, stability was crucial. His administration worked hard to maintain law and order, ensuring citizens felt safe.
And there is a controversial issue of alleged collaborators during the Japanese occupation. Rojas granted amnesty to many of them. Some praised his leniency, while others criticized it. What do you think about that, Ms. Annie?
It's a double-edged sword, Miss Elena. Rojas aimed for reconciliation, but it sparked debates. Some saw it as forgiveness, while others felt undermined justice.
Lastly, the World Trade Act of 1948, Parity Rights. Rojas negotiated with the United States to secure equal trading rights. It was a significant step toward economic independence.
True, Miss Adele, but it wasn't without controversy. Critics urged that it favored foreign interests. Rojas had to weigh the benefits against potential downsides.
Definitely. The Bill Trade Act of 1948, which granted parity rights to the Philippines, was a crucial move towards economic independence. However, it did face criticism for allegedly favoring foreign interests. Rojas had to carefully and consider the benefits and potential downside of agreement.
Yes, Miss Irina, while securing equal trading rights was a significant achievement, critics raised concerns about the potential impact on local industries and the economy. Rojas had a challenging task of balancing the need for economic growth with protecting domestic interests.
Thank you, Ms. Annalie. Before we continue, we'll now take a short break for a discussion of our decision.
Wow! We had a best trivia. Let's move on our next topic. Let's talk about Elpidio Quirino, presidency in the Philippines from 1948 to 1953. He became president unexpectedly when Rojas had a heart attack. Quirino had two main goals: to fix the economy and make people trust the government again.
Quirino faced big challenge taking over from Rojas. He had to deal with the country's problems and try to make things better economically at the same time.
Yes, but it wasn't easy for Quirino. He had to rebuild the country after the war and make people believe in the government again. That was really important.
It's interesting how Quirino focused on both the economy and restoring people's trust. It's clear that these two goals were connected because without trust, it would have been hard to fix the economy.
Absolutely. Quirino did a lot to rebuild the economy and attract investment. He wanted to make life better for the Filipino people.
Quirino worked hard to improve the country's infrastructure and promote industries. He wanted to create jobs and make life better for the Filipino people.
It's impressive how determined Quirino was to rebuild after the war and make people believe in the government again. His effort had a big impact on the country's future.
Definitely. Quirino presidency was an important time for the Philippines. And his work made a difference in the country's development.
Quirino's presidency was a crucial period for the Philippines, and his efforts had a lasting impact on the country's progress.
He implemented various programs to address important issues in the country. Ms. Espana, could you please explain some of this program in simple terms?
Of course, Quirino created several programs to help the Filipino people. One program was PACSA, which aimed to assist families who were struggling financially. Another program, LMAP, provided advice on labor matters. Then three was ACFA, which helped farmers sell their products and avoid loan sharks. Quirino also established the Central Bank of the Philippines to stabilize the Philippine peso. The Magna Carta of Labor and the Minimum Wage Law were introduced to protect workers' rights and ensure fair pay. Quirino also organized the government to make it more efficient and keep the country united. The Economic Mobilization Program focused on industrializing the Philippines. Additionally, Quirino's administration created employment opportunity for unemployed laborers and worked diligently to enforce tax laws.
It's impressive how Quirino implemented these programs to address various aspects of society and the economy. They were aimed at helping the most vulnerable, supporting labor rights, promoting agricultural development, and strengthening the country's financial stability. What impact did the programs have on the Filipino people and the nation as a whole?
These programs had a significant impact on the Filipino people and the country. PACSA provided much needed support to indigent families, alleviating their suffering. ALMA played a vital role in addressing labor concerns, ensuring fair treatment for workers. ACFA helped farmers market their products and escape exploitation by loan sharks. The establishment of the Central Bank of the Philippines, peso, contributing to a stronger economy. The Magna Carta of Labor and the minimum wage law protected workers' rights and ensured better worker conditions. Government reorganization improved efficiency and preserved national integrity. The economic mobilization program aimed at industrializing the Philippines, creating more job opportunities. Overall, these programs brought tangible benefits to the people and helped the nation progress.
It's remarkable to see how Quirino programs were focused on the lives of indigent family, workers, farmers, and the overall economic stability of the country in evidence. Ms. Espana, do you think this program were successful in achieving their intended goals? Were there any challenges or limitations faced during this implementation?
Quirino's programs achieved notable success in addressing important issues, but there were challenges as well. Some programs faced resource limitations and difficulties in implementation due to the complex nature of the issues. They made a positive differences in the lives of many Filipinos. They brought much needed support, improved working conditions, supported agricultural growth, and laid the groundwork for a stronger economy. It's important to acknowledge that there was still more issues were fully resolved. Nevertheless, Quirino's dedication to implementing these programs demonstrated his commitment to the betterment of the Filipino people.
Quirino's programs had a significant impact. Even though there were challenges along the way, they represented his commitment to addressing key societal and economic issues and laying the foundation for progress. Now, let's talk about the administration of Ramon Magsaysay, who served as the President of the Philippines from 1953 to 1957. He was often called the man of the masses because of his close connection with the common people. Ms. Lino, could you explain how Magsaysay built his reputation as a leader who truly understood the needs of the people?
Magsaysay was never under the leader. As Deputy Secretary under Quirino, he didn't stay in his comfortable office. Instead, he went to the rural areas, live among the common people, and even interacted with farmers and soldiers. He genuinely wanted to understand their struggles and show his appreciation for their hard work. This approach earned him a lot of support and eventually led to his presidency.
Ramon Magsaysay strongly connected with the common people during his presidency. His genuine efforts to understand their struggles and show appreciation for their work set him apart as a leader. It's amazing how approach earned him the reputation of being the man of the masses.
I agree with you, Ms. Andam. Magsaysay programs were designed to uplift the rural communities. It's impressive how he prioritized improving land ownership for farmers and focused on self-help initiatives for community development.
Yes, Magsaysay's program had a significant impact on the country. The Agricultural Tenancy Act ensured farmers between landowners and farmers, while the Presidential Assistance on Community Development provided valuable supports. His initiatives like National Resettlement and Rehabilitation Administration and Farmers Cooperative Marketing Association aim to help those in needs maximize involvement in international agreements like CETO or Southeast Asia Treaty Organization and the San Francisco Treaty contributed to the nation's stability and relationship with other countries.
This program and agreements truly showcase Magsaysay commitment to people, welfare, and the country's progress. The positive impact on the rural communities and nations as a whole is commendable.
Magsaysay's genuine concern for the common people and his dedication to inclusive progress left a lasting impact. His presidency was marked by a deep understanding of the needs of the masses and a commitment to empower and uplift them.
Ramon Magsaysay leadership was inspiring as he dedicated himself to making difference in both local and international fronts. His programs and initiatives brought positive change and improved the lives of Filipinos.
Ramon Magsaysay legacy as a man of masses continues to inspire us as a prioritize the we of the people and work towards inclusive progress. His presidency served as a testament to the power of the progress. His presidency served as a serving the nations. Just quick a break, head up. We'll be taking a short break and we'll return shortly for an exciting trivia.
And we're back. Now that we had a brain-teasing trivia, let's explore what's in the store for us in the next discussion. Ms. Lino, it's intriguing to learn about the presidency of Carlos P. Garcia and the unique circumstances that lead to his assumption of office. Following the tragic accident involving Ramon Magsaysay, Garcia stepped in to continue the remaining term. It's interesting to note that Carlos Garcia and his vice president hailed from opposite political parties.
Yes, indeed. The dynamic of having a president and vice president from different political parties was a significant development in the Philippines policies. Ms. Lino, how do you think that this political dynamics influence Garcia's presidency?
The contrasting political affiliation of Garcia's and his vice president, Congressman Diosdado Macapagal, brought a new dimension to the presidency. It showed that political differences could still exist within the government, yet a productive working relationship could be maintained. This unique situation brought diversity and different perspective to the decision-making process, contributing to more comprehensive approach to governance.
It's fascinating to see how this political dynamic played out during Garcia presidency. Ms. Lino, could you please share more about Garcia's personal qualities and characteristics as described by historian Zaidi?
According to Zaidi, Carlos Garcia was described as a brilliant politician with an amiable personality. He possessed a high intellect and was known for his eloquent speech. Additionally, Garcia was a passionate chess player and was friendly towards others. He was also recognized his ability to maintain a non-inductive stance towards his enemies.
Carlos Garcia had a big shoes to fill taking over the throne Magsaysay during such a difficult period. Ms. Lino, could you please elaborate on some key programs and policies that Garcia implemented during his presidency?
His Garcia presidency was centered around the principle of austerity and protecting the national economy from excessive foreign dominance. he focused on achieving complete economic independence for the Philippines, establishing dignity in relationship with foreign powers, show sovereignty, equality, and balancing the economy by developing agriculture and industry, social justice, and combating graft and corruption were also key areas of focus during his administration.
Those who were important goals, Ms. Alaino, what are the some notable achievements during Garcia's presidency that have made an impact on the Philippines?
His Garcia presidency saw several significant achievements. He strengthened democracy by respecting human rights and ensuring free elections. One of the notable culture initiative was the establishment of the Bayanihan Dance Troupe, which aimed to promote Philippine nature, dances, and costumes. Both nationally and internationally, he implemented the Filipino First policy to prioritize the interests of Filipino citizens. Garcia also created Dr. Rizal Centennial Commission to commemorate the influential Filipino national hero.
This accomplishment demonstrates Garcia's commitment to preserving Philippine culture, promoting national interests, and advancing social and economic development.
It's evident that his policies and programs were aimed at advancing the Philippines' sovereignty, economic development, and cultural heritage.
Garcia's leadership played a crucial role in strengthening democracy, promoting national pride, and setting the stage for balanced and prosperous economy. His presidency continued to inspire us to uphold the values and work towards a brighter future for the Philippines.
It's interesting to learn about Diosdado Macapagal presidency and how he succeeded Carlos Garcia as the president of the Philippines. Macapagal's slogan, focus on achieving peace and prosperity. Can you elaborate on the perception that Macapagal had extravagant program and Pampanga Elite's first policy?
Macapagal presidency was seen by same Filipinos as having a more lavish approach compared to Garcia's austerity program and Filipino First policy. Macapagal policies and programs were perceived to give more attention to the elites of Pampanga, his home province, rather than focusing solely broad national interests. However, it's important to note that viewpoint on this may vary and different individuals may have different interpretation of his policies.
That's an interesting perspective, Ms. Lino. And how do you think Macapagal academic background and his self-identification as a poor boy from Lubao influenced his presidency?
Macapagal academic background played an important role in his presidency. Being one of the most academically prepared president in Philippine history, with doctorates in law and economics, and being a top-notch showcases intellectual capacity and understanding of legal and economic matters. Furthermore, his identification as the poor boy from Lubao, certainly, Macapagal presidency was marked by several important achievements. One of the key accomplishments was the enactment of the Agricultural Land Reform Code on August 8, 1963, likely drove his pursuit of police aim and promoting social justice and uplifting the lives of less privileged.
Macapagal presidency was characterized by his new era slogan, promising peace and prosperity. Can you share some notable achievements during his time in office?
This legislation aimed to address land inequality and promote fair distribution of agricultural lands. Macapagal also emphasized the use of the Filipino language in official documents, promoting its importance and cultural significance. Another important achievement was the establishment of the Asian Development Bank, which played a crucial role in financing development projects. In the region, Macapagal also focused on promoting cottage industry through the formation of the Natural Cottage Industry Development Administration. Additionally, he corrected the date of the Philippine independence from June 12 to July 4 in commemoration of the country's Declaration of Independence. Macapagal also officially filed the Philippine claim to Sabah and played a role in the forming Mapilendo alliance between Malaysia, the Philippines, and Indonesia.
Those were indeed the significant achievements during Macapagal presidency. Fascinating to see diverse range of initiative he undertook, from land, language promotion, and international collaboration.
Macapagal commitment to addressing social inequities and promoting national identity through his policies and action highlights his legacy as champion of social justice. His achievements in the areas of land reform, language promotion, and international relations continue to impact Philippines.
Indeed, Macapagal presidency served as a reminder of the importance of education, farmers, and national prides in shaping the country's development, and contribution paved the way for the progress continue to inspire generation to come.
Let's now shift our focus to Ferdinand Marcos' government, which spanned from December 30, 1965 to February 25, 1986. Marcos' political journey began when he switched from the Liberal Party to the Nacionalista Party due to broken promises from President Diosdado Macapagal. Can you share some insight into Marcos' rise to power and his presidential campaigns, Ms. Laina?
Ferdinand Marcos ran for his president under the National Party banner in 1965 after President Macapagal reneged on his promise not to seek re-election. Marcos captivated the electorate with his political battle cry of "This nation can be great again." It was during his electoral contest that Marcos secured his victory and became the sixth and the last president of the Third Republic.
That's interesting. Political background, Ms. Laino. It's a clear Marcos campaign were focused on restoring the nation's greatness. Could you share some notable program or slogan associated by Marcos presidency?
Marcos' presidency was characterized by various slogans and programs. Some of these includes bagong lipunan, sa ikaunlad ng bayan, disiplina ang kailangan, and bansa isang diwa. These slogans reflected Marcos' vision for the nation and the need for discipline and unity in achieving progress.
It's interesting to see how Marcos' slogans conveyed the theme of societal transformation and national unity. Ms. Laino, can you comment on the significant shift in Marcos' presidency when he declared martial law and transition into authoritarian rule?
Certainly, on September 21, 1972, Marcos declared martial law and shifted the government into authorization regime. This proclamation allowed him to exercise extensive control and suppress dissent, thereby consolidating his power. The next 13 years saw Marcos ruling with the military as a captive government, which included restricted civil liberties and centralized authority.
Let's how discuss the specific program and challenges that marked Ferdinand Marcos' presidency. During his first term, Marcos focused on infrastructure development and self-sufficiency in rice production. However, his second term saw various critical problems including economic issue and revival of CPPNPA, radical labor unrest. Can you reflect on the significant achievements and challenges of Marcos' governance that mentioned?
Ferdinand Marcos' presidency witnessed notable achievements in various areas. He prioritized establishing government finances and implemented programs like Masagana 99, which aimed to increase rice production and promote self-sufficiency. Marcos also focused infrastructure development, including the constructions of roads, bridges, schoolhouse, and the Philippine National Railway. His administration conducted an intensive campaign against the underground movement of the Communist Party of the Philippines New People's Army. Additionally, Marcos hosted significant international events like the Manila Summit Conference, and he welcomed the visit of the Pope Paul VI in 1970. Furthermore, he convened the 1971 Constitutional Convention, shaping the country's constitution.
So, Marcos' presidency had a diverse range of accomplishments and initiatives that impacted various sectors of Philippine governance. Ms. Partner, what are your thoughts on specific achievements and challenges mentioned by our panelists?
The achievements mentioned by the panelists indeed reflect the significant effort made during Marcos' presidency. The focus on stabilizing government's finances, promoting greater rice production, and infrastructure development were essential for the country's progress. It's also important to acknowledge that Marcos faced challenges, particularly in relation to the economy and the revival of the CPPNPA, which posed threats to national stability.
Definitely, partner. These achievements of stabilizing government finance, promoting rice production, infrastructure development, and campaigning against the underground movement demonstrate the span of Marcos' governance. It's essential to consider the challenges they face, such as economic issues and social turmoil, in order to understand the complexities of his presidency.
The evolution of Marcos' administration brings to the light both accomplishment and obstacles encountered during his time in office. His distinct programs and events mentioned by our panelists shed light on his governance and its impact on the Philippine society.
Indeed, discussing this aspect helped us to understand the multifaceted nature of Marcos' presidency. It's crucial to approach the conversation with an open mind and consider various perspectives when assessing his legacy.
Thank you, panelists, for sharing your insight on Ferdinand Marcos' governance and enlightening his significant achievements and challenges. It's important to continue critically evaluating to the impact of the leaders and their administration in order to learn from the past and to shape a better future.
Acknowledging the achievements and addressing the challenges inspire us to work towards a more inclusive and prosperous society. The conversation surrounding Marcos' presidency allow us to reflect on the Philippine history and ultimately contribute to the ongoing development of our nation. And with that, we come to the end of today's talk show, where we delve into the rich history of the Third Republic of the Philippines. And I want to express my deepest gratitude to our panelists, Ms. Lino and Ms. Annalyn. Your insight and contributions have truly enriched our discussions.
Yes, we hope our discussion has shed light on the significant events, leaders, policies, and shaped this era of our nation history.
Indeed, examining the achievements and challenges of the Third Republic allow us to gain deeper understanding of our collective journey towards progress.
Yes. Remember, understanding our past power us to shape a better future for our beloved Philippines.
Thank you for tuning in, and always remember that by embracing our roots, we can build stronger and more united Philippines. Goodbye for now, and see you next time.
Clap your hands.